is the big female. This is the big boy right here. Where's my big boy? Where's my boy? Is that it? That's my big boy. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? These are two females, beautiful sisters. They should go to the same home. They're just my buddies. They're just my buddies. How's my girls? How's my girls? How's my girls? They just calm right down when I come in. I wonder where they get this personable nature from. Are you just like your mama? Are you guys just like your mama? Oh my gosh, this is a good set of pups. Oh my gosh. So they're doing really good. They're about, I guess, 5-6 days old. I've been so busy that I didn't get a video of them till now, but they're doing so good. Oh my God. It's a dream working with dogs like Vida. She's such a pleasant dog to be around and so happy. And her pups are so good. They're so content. And it's just a wonderful thing. I believe this is Vida's last litter. And it's an incredible set of dogs that she's brought there. 3 females, which is really good. I'll keep one. And Maria is coming for the big male, I believe. And I got a couple other folks on those girls. So yeah, it's pretty fun. So they're having a fun time, and everything's going good with them. They're doing really good, so I'm very happy. Vida will stay in good shape. I'm just a little fussy on eating right now, so I give her a meal, and sometimes she's not happy with it, so I give it to somebody else, and come back and give her something different. But these are some incredible dogs, let me tell you. They're just incredible. Let me just pick this girl up. Come back and girl. There's my girl. That's my girl. There's my big girl. Good. 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 What have you been doing? What have you been doing, eh? What have you been doing? Eh? Good. Good. Yeah, so you can make some incredible companion dogs out of this little world class. So these are some seriously good genetics, these dogs. So man, it's not like I have any good genetics, but these are really good. So I was thinking about Grandma Gada this morning. That's Vida's mother. And I remember a lot of years ago, decade ago, I guess, something like that. I don't know how long ago. It's a long time. And, well, yeah, it'd be longer than that, I guess. But we were hiking out by the North Saskatchewan River there at the start of the North Saskatchewan up there. And she was trying to keep up. We were going to the headwaters is where we were headed. And she was trying to keep up with Dakota. And by God, she was doing good. She was hanging in there. Her tongue was about a foot long, hanging out. I got a photo of her with her tongue out. It was way down here. And but she was game. Oh man, she worked. She had such a work ethic, and her whole life was focused on pleasing, like doing the right thing, doing a good job and doing what you want. She never ever wanted to do anything that you didn't like. And she passed that to her pups, and Vida has the exact same thing. Vida just wants to do everything that you want. She wants to understand what you're asking her and what you're wanting her to do, and the pups all have that. And it's an incredible trait. That desire to work with the handler is so profound. It makes training so easy, makes mountain work so simple. You never have to struggle. Like it's a dream. I could hike for 2-3 hours. I might have quite a few dogs. And I'd be looking around and I wonder, where did Gata go? And I turn and look, and she would be right behind me. Like, always. It was amazing. So yeah, very, very good dogs. Vida, she stays right with me the whole time. So these pups here, with that instinctive ability, they will lock right onto the handler like no other lineage, pretty much. That lineage of Dakota is pretty insane. It's as good as you can get for working with the handler. And they can work at great distances. He can communicate for so far away that it's not even funny. That's the father to Vida. He's sleeping right here. He's pretty tired. He's getting old. He's moving slow, but sharp yet, still good. You can smell your mama. You can smell your mama. It's okay. You're pretty fat. Here, feed these guys, Vida. Feed these guys. But yeah, very, very good bloodline. And then of course these are Leif pups. Pretty boy Leif, the world famous Pretty Boy Leif. So with this kind of personal nature and that friendly nature of Leif, it's going to be just an incredible set of dogs. Like if you get one of these, you're really truly blessed. There's no, and we know this combination like the back of our hand. It's a fantastic combination. We know this genetic. I've spent so many hours. Well, I've spent thousands of sleeps in working this genetic. We're talking 5,000 sleeps with this genetic. So I know this genetic better than anybody knows a genetic. It's a very, very good genetic to work. And it's designed over thousands of years. That bloodline in there, this bloodline, the Leif bloodline, the old Gata line, those bloodlines are old work lines. Leif, of course, the last 70 years in his heritage is the upper end of the show. But his background, of course, goes all the way back to the old Norway working dogs. And his his lineage is sound. But these other lines, of course, they were for thousands and thousands of years. They've been handed down through families. And dogs were never bred and talked about by the dog's name. They were always talked about by the family's name. And they all knew the families that worked together, which families of dogs worked together. And they weren't talking about the family of the dog itself. They were talking about the breeder, the old breeder family, and the lineages that he had and which other family they worked with. And those guys would hike for miles to go mate with the right family. They would talk about it in their hunting camps, same as they do today. But you just back up a little step, good. And they would say, well, you got to go over there and get that dog. That's the family. Go talk to, and they would know the name. So yeah, that's how that used to go. And those dogs were known. And if you needed to add a certain trait a little bit, change a trait a little bit, well, they all knew which family had it. If you wanted a little more protection end, well, you would know that line. If you wanted the end that just stayed right beside you, then you'd go to this. And if you wanted a really friendly, if you're social, that go to Leif. You know, that's how they used to think. And if you need a little more protection, if you're living in an area where you're gone a lot and the wife's home with the kids, well, you would obviously have that and a couple big females. In the old days, of course, they always had one male and a big female with them. And nothing would bother them. See, a male with a female is a handful for a traveling male. It doesn't matter what's traveling. If he's got the right female with him, the female works just like the male. She just takes the cue from him. I mean, if you've ever saw Anya and Dakota go to the gate, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, you'd crap your pants, right? They're extremely good. And or Kalia and or Tuba and Dakota. I mean, it's just the way those dogs were bred. That's why they're called the keepers of the gate. This breed, especially that lineage in there, inside this dog, these are keepers of the gate. And that's thousands of years old, those things. Yeah. Very old. Very old. Yeah. You know, this is one of the only breeds, there's only a handful of breeds that don't fear wolves. Only a handful. And this genetic, of course, is one of them. This breed. But this line coming through Dakota especially. Russians spent decades, hundreds and hundreds of years trying to get their dogs to hunt wolves, and they wouldn't. But face to face with wolves, there's only a couple breeds that will not lose their minds. You know, some of the big herding, big livestock guardian dog breeds, and this line, and the Swedish Elkhounds. Let me bring this big girl up here. There's this guy. Or did I just have that girl up? What did I just have up here? Is this my big boy? Yeah, this is the big male. Oh yeah. Look at this magnificent specimen. My God. Now you see, you notice, this is a throwback to Vida and Vida. You see this black feet. This is a very good trait. You've got a black mouth there, buddy. Let me have a look. Yes, sir. Pretty good. It'll turn black, this boy. What else you got on you? No, just one little tiny piece of white chest. You are ancient, man. One little toe. My God. You are old world. You are old world. He'll be big too. Look at the size of him. Yeah. You know, Dakota had pups. Some of the males, they weighed 101 pounds. This guy's going to be a big stout boy. You put that big frame of Leif in here. Oh my goodness. You're a good boy. Jesus. Vida, this is a good boy. Now we're not looking to raise 101-pound dogs, but I'm just saying. But this guy will be 65 pounds of muscle, maybe like his Vida's brother Jaeger. 65 pounds of muscle. Vida, I would like to be able to just talk about these rascals. Can you believe this, Vida? Is this a happy dog? These are content pups, eh? Oh, it's good. Life is good, Vida. These are good dogs. You did a good job, boy. Oh my goodness. You did so good, Vida. Let me finish my video. I'm just about done. Well, I'll let them sleep. I guess they're good. They're all good. These guys are good, Vida. Okay, let me get going. We'll call her a day. I gotta load this video up. What a good set of pups. Oh my goodness. And diverse genetics, oh my God. So far apart. Yeah. Well, I should tell you this quick story. It won't take long. You know, I was thinking about this the other day too, when I had one of them other dogs out. It was a Jaeger, but years ago, I was a young guy. Just stayed on. I was just a young guy. And I think it was 1970. I was trying to figure out if it was 70 or 71. But I had got a new magazine, dog magazine, and I can't remember the name of the magazine now. But anyway, it was a great article on a world-class Elkhound in there. And it was Pat Trotter with her Elkhound there. And now let me think what the name of that boy was. Oh, for crying out loud. His name just slipped my mind. But no matter. The article was on that dog and her, and she was running that dog, getting ready for a show. And she was out at Lake Tahoe, I believe, on a trail out in the mighty big pines. And here she is, very pretty woman, and this wonderful dog, and the scenery was amazing, and the snow was there, and they were talking about this, just this rock star Elkhound, and he was pretty much the best Elkhound of all time at that point, and he still is renowned today. And anyway, I said at that time, boy, I would like to have some dogs out of that guy, or have a dog like that. That would be cool. And lo and behold, you know, it's many, many years later, probably 50-some years later, I'm sitting here with dogs from that dog. Hard to believe, eh? What you say and think about comes around. Because these dogs trace back to that dog. I'll remember the name next video. But here I sit today with these magnificent dogs, and direct lineage traced directly back to that guy. Pretty profound. Yeah, pretty profound. They trace through Leif. Leif is a Vin Melka dog. I had a Vin Melka dog with Shorty first, and then Leif was the second. And so Leif, he traces right back to that guy. Pretty profound. I'm surprised that name of that boy slips my mind. I think he was the #1 dog in 1970. 70 or 71, I think it was 70. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. So I was working Jaeger and Rollo, and I was thinking of them, because I was out in the pines, and just the whole look of those dogs running through the snow on the pines, and it triggered my mind just like that to that old magazine and that ad, and I thought, wow, isn't that something? I hadn't thought about it for about, well, probably 50 years, right? I mean, it crossed my mind a few times all the way through, but I thought, wow, here I am now all this time later. Yeah, so hats off to her for breeding good dogs all that time, boy. Yeah, longer than pretty much anybody. Yeah, amazing what she's done for the breed. And here they are tied up with some of the oldest known bloodlines, working bloodlines, cranking out bear hunting rascals just like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, boy. So yeah, but you better take it easy.